Oh, yeah, it's the sweet, sweet sounds of another episode of Social Distance Drinking Club. Thank you guys for joining us, as always. Gang, it's good to see you. It's Sunday. It's almost like we're all hanging out together, waiting for a game to start, drinking a beer.
This is a fun Sunday, though. It's the Sunday before the short work week. Like the Sunday after the short work week is the worst. It's like, oh, God, you know, but for a lot of us have like a 3-day work week. This is a great Sunday. Like, I'm excited.
It's the week is no shorter. Just the work week is shorter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Has nobody made a pumpkin beer for Thanksgiving called 3-Day Work Week yet? Because that would be a great pumpkin beer name.
Great beer name. So
A gourd beer name, yep.
A gourd beer name?
I tried.
I've never wanted to distance Adam so quickly at a show. Or like,
No, don't worry.
Distance himself. It's okay. Come back. We miss you.
Come back.
Well, let's do what we always do and find out what everybody's drinking. You guys watching at home, tell us what you're drinking in the comments because we'd love to know. But we'll go around. I'll start with you, Mr. Brett Berry. What you got?
I have a Modern Times Extraordinary Times double IPA with Galaxy hops, and I'm drinking out of my personalized mug tonight.
So those are your initials right there?
Yes.
Can we privilege check the personalized mug
I'm
now?
trying to find it.
Ellie got me this as a gift. Thank you very much.
I'm drinking the fancy beer out of my personalized mug.
Well, it's made by the owner that makes the mugs for the members at Historic. So I was like really excited when I saw that one time we were up there in Flagstaff, and she tracked the guy down and paid an exorbitant amount for like I can't remember if it was a birthday or Christmas present, but it's pretty sweet.
All I just heard was Brett saying, "Yep, I deserve to be privilege checked."
That's all I heard too.
That's all that explanation sounded like to me.
I mean,
That's why they call it. That's why they call it a smug.
I mean, if it's privilege check to receive a birthday present from my fiance, I guess that's privileged.
Yeah, man. Not all of us have birthdays, okay? Adam Green, what do you got in your glass?
Shout out to my J.
In honor of our guest and because I like this beer, Four Peaks Double Pumpkin.
Oh,
Really, really big fan of this one. And like they bought it, I think, for the first time this year. And I'm glad they did because the bottles are super cheap that our guest, I'm sure, will tell us about. But the beer is really good if you like good pumpkin beers.
fair enough. Mr. Adam Ledford, what you got? Adam Ledford.
Dial-up internet is what he's got.
Well, you know what? Apparently it's contagious. I was the one with shitty internet for so long. I've just sent it to Ledford.
We're
I
going
like
to remove that from the screen just for his own sake.
Oh, you should have left that up there because it was a perfect like driver's license photo freeze where he was just kind of like.
No, I was looking over at my Wi-Fi router saying, "What the hell, guy? You've been good all day." And then we start the show and you poop the bed.
Sure.
That was the most careful bit of censorship that was unnecessary based on the content of this show. The last 80 episodes. Poop the bed.
You know, so sometimes my daughter is in earshot, and sometimes that means that I try to be as nice as I can. Hey, I'm drinking medium-sized horse. It's real good, you guys. Just
There we go.
You cleared up.
I'm proper glasswaring my shirt selection today too.
Well done, sir. Well done. Adam, you've got me thinking about that double pumpkin porter now.
We might as well just get to it if we're talking about double pumpkin porter and Four Peaks. Bring our guest, right? Like, there's no reason to.
Bring him on in.
All right, this right here is Carter Nacky. Hi, Carter.
What's up, guys? How are you tonight?
Carter, cheers. Doing well. How are you?
Cheers. Good. It's Sunday.
What are you drinking?
I'm joining you in the double pumpkin because it is delicious and it's cheap right now. So why not?
So for people who don't know, which is probably most people, Carter and I used to work together back at a radio station, and great journalist guy, good beer guy too. We've gone down to Four Peaks in the past for a pumpkin porter release. You know, when that was like a big event and it became like in August, you're like, wait, what? why is this happening in August? We still went. So, and he works for Four Peaks now too, does a bunch of different things in the industry, but helps them out obviously with the hats. So Carter, I'm just glad to have you on the show finally.
I'm just pumped to be on the show. Like, I've watched it a few times. You guys seem cool. It's like, I just wish we could all be like sitting around, like actually talking and drinking, but yay 2020.
That's why beer is here.
Exactly.
Opens another beer. Yay, 2020.
How'd you deal with this year? I don't know. How did you?
Somebody needs to brew a 2020 stout that's just like 30% alcohol and put it at year end for New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Perfect.
Wasn't it BrewDog that made that like tactical assault penguin or something that was 34%?
Tactical nuclear penguin.
Nuclear penguin. It just sounded assault nuclear, same thing. Totally fine. It's a really deadly bird that doesn't fly. So
I got to try Sink the Bismarck, the one that they did that was like 42% in the arms race that continued happening, and it was garbage. It was terrible. It was really cool, and Ken, the guy who brought it, was a super nice dude. He brought it from Scotland, and we all tried it, and it was like one of those, like, everybody sipped it, and it was like, who's going to break first and say that this is just garbage,
Yeah. Well, the thing about why we brought Carter on too, Four Peaks, everybody in Arizona knows Four Peaks, right? Like, they're one of the OGs, big brewery. They've expanded quite a bit too, and still making really good beer, still coming up with a lot of new flavors. I know, like, last year about this time, there was like a barrel-aged churro stout, which I'm hoping y'all do again, Carter. So put in a word for me on that one. It was really delicious, really boozy.
how did I miss that?
It was really good. I had it about New Year's. So actually that was as good as it got for me. Because then the next time I drank was 2020. And yeah.
And then 2020 hit. Don't cross your fingers necessarily for the churro to come back, because that was a modified version of our Sirius Black, which comes out on Friday. Yeah, Friday. Sirius Black Friday is the day after Thanksgiving. So if they have extra, they'll make the churro again probably, but who knows, because this year's weird and our brewers have just kind of gone crazy doing whatever they want to do, which has been fun seeing some like really cool craft like stuff come up. And other times it's like, okay, you did a pretty good one, but let's get it off tap, please, because I want something else to come on. So it's been quite the year for us, definitely over there. I don't know, what do you want me to talk about? Like, all the cool stuff we got going on. Obviously, Double Pumpkin's out. Okay, great, cool. So, Double Pumpkin's out right now. I've just dropped my coaster, which I need you to show this coaster because it's like my favorite thing in the world.
Hold on.
Yes.
This was a wedding gift from some old bar regulars, so it's kind of junk, but it's cool. Like right now we have Double Pumpkin and Pumpkin Porter still out. You really can't find Pumpkin Porter, at least at the Fries by me. That's where I just went today. Didn't see it over there. We got growler sales going on that right now. Double Pumpkin cases and 6-packs are on sale if you just like really want to have a good Thanksgiving. We just tapped Cool Beans, which have you guys had that before?
Yes.
I have not.
Yeah, you need to try it. It's super. It's like, honestly, like, I love Pumpkin Porter, but I think Cool Beans is my favorite seasonal. It's a coffee vanilla porter, and it's like, I think 8.2% ABV, so it does the job nicely, and it's just super smooth. It's like a treat.
That's the one that was spelled KUHL, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember having it, and it was really good.
Yeah, but they told me the like 2 weeks ago it was coming back. I was like, yes, like, and the day it came out, I bought a 6-pack because they're on sale for $10. I was like, okay, well, yes. Every time I go to work, I'm like, yes.
You can keep coming. Just consider it an advance on my beer purchases.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like I just work. I like show up to work and go, look, just don't even pay me. Just give me some beer and send me home, because it's just going to be easier. That's what I'm going to spend my money the second I leave.
It's a more direct way of everything, because basically our paychecks go to beer as well. So it's just like you take out the middleman portion of actually having to receive a check and give the money back to them. I think it's efficiency.
Yeah, exactly. And, I get to drink my beer faster. But, the one thing that's really cool we just came out with, and I'm super excited. I don't know if you guys are big Christmas vacation nerds, but I am. Like, I like the Chevy Chase holiday movie, whatever. We're coming out with something called the Cousin Eddie's Holiday Ale. It's freaking amazing. As one, because I had to try it the other day, as one person described it, it's like Kilt Lifter, like got it on with Christmas, and it's a nice dark beer. It's a nice ABV, so it's a little bit higher, so you can kind of like put up with your family, but it has like some orange, some nutmeg, and some dates in it, and it is killer. That comes out.
Why not just?
It's on tap now, but bottles should be next week or the week after, I think.
Why not just name it Kilt Lifter Got It On with Christmas? Because all I heard was the song "Let's Get It On," and then like rolling through. You know.
Why don't you call it Christmas Tree Skirt Lifter?
We'll see now if we would have thought of that. That would have been better, but no, I couldn't find the description for the life of me. I was looking for it, but it basically just rips off the whole speech when they talk about the last time Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny fucking Kaye, and it was just like, yes, this is perfect. I have to have this beer now. So it's exciting over there. A lot going on. So we still have all our mainstay stuff that everybody knows about, but it's nice, being at a big craft brewery that still cares about doing like little small brews that lets like different brewers come through and do cool things, come different projects and ideas.
I've got a question before we get to. You've mentioned a couple of times that the beer's cheap right now, and
yes,
we're teasing it. I'm going to show everybody who's watching what that is. But I've got a question only because I just pulled up the Four Peaks website, and I don't know if you guys saw this, but pumpkin porter cheesecake, bro.
Oh, dude, pumpkin porter cheesecake, bomb. So we actually had to close online orders yesterday because it's so popular. But hey, I got good news. So you can call the brewery tomorrow and I can order one. But I think it's only tomorrow they're gonna let you do that. But I had one last year. Full confession, I was like, I'm gonna bring it to Thanksgiving. It'll be super great. It survived about 24 hours.
I'm putting this up.
I ate the whole freaking thing.
Everybody can see this. I'm putting it up right now.
Yeah, I mean, like, how many things you get at a brewery have candied pepitas on top? I didn't even know what that was.
Cheesecake plus a 64-ounce growler for $30.
There you go.
Listen, I mean, these are not questions anymore.
And actually, if you went this week, it'd probably be cheaper because double pumpkin porter growlers and the pumpkin porter growlers are both on sale.
Oh man!
So like right now, like a 64-ounce of pumpkin porter, like the regular pumpkin porter, is $8, and the double pumpkin's $10.
Jesus.
Just in case anybody needed visual tease,
that's right.
Those are pepitas right there. That looks so good. All right,
it's incredible.
As soon as I went to the website and saw double pumpkin cheesecake or pumpkin porter cheesecake, and almost lost my mind.
Can we talk about the price of I went to get double pumpkin the day it came out in bottles. I think it was a Thursday. Yeah. I'm like, I'm going to get this. It's never been bottled. I love this beer. And I go to buy it, and I think it was like $10 for the 6-pack or something. It was like, they're like, it'll cost you $25. And I got like 2 of those and like one of regular pumpkin. I'm like, wait, what? How?
So yeah, basically, it's kind of cool. I mean, obviously, we brew beer and we're a business and stuff like that, but we're kind of thinking it's 2020. Everything really sucks. So we don't want to hose people on beer prices. So if you get something new when it came out, I think double pumpkin when it debuted was about $16 for a 6-pack, and we just bumped it down to 10. We're like, it's the holidays are coming up. We're all feeling a little jammed for cash right now, so let's just drop the price a little bit and make everyone's Thanksgiving way better. And plus, we still have some, so we're like, let's just knock down the price a little bit, make sure that everyone can come grab some. And same thing with pumpkin porter, because we know that pretty much every store is out of it, but it's a really, really popular thing for Thanksgiving. So we're like, let's just knock down the growler prices. That's one thing too, to note. I don't know any brewery, at least, that's doing it right now, but you can't bring your own growlers. So we're just selling you the beer and giving you growlers for free. So right now I have a lot of growlers in my house that I need to donate to charity or something, but you get a 64-ounce growler, $10.
I already have too many growlers. I didn't know that anybody was doing that where they wouldn't let you bring your own growler. It makes sense, unless of course they're doing, they're sanitizing themselves and everything when it gets there. But
yeah, so we basically had the conversation of, we can sanitize it ourselves, but we don't know where the growler's coming from. And we just want to protect employees as best we can, obviously, because COVID-19 is very scary. And yeah, we're just like, well, let's just give the glass away for free and just charge people for beer. which
I love
I feels fair.
I'm not mad about it.
And it's on sale. It's a win-win.
Yeah, exactly. Happy Thanksgiving. We all have to put up with family or not, whether we're at home, and so drink really good beer.
Disagrees.
Speaking of which, is this a good time to show everybody how easy it is to go online and grab some of that beer?
Yeah, definitely.
Let's do it, because they've got tons, and it's fourpeaksgrub.com. Like, you couldn't have asked for anything better as far as a URL went. I'm going to pull this up real fast for everybody.
And while that's happening, Carter, you also run the catering. Like I asked you the other day about catering because I have some friends, a group of us, we have a Friendsgiving tradition where we'd go to the Four Peaks, the one in Scottsdale, which unfortunately isn't around anymore. But we would get the chicken nachos, get chicken tenders, the whole thing. So we're like, hey, do you guys cater? And evidently you do.
Yeah, so the catering department was something we were really working on going into COVID, and obviously then it hit, and we don't want to encourage massive get-togethers and everything else like that. But we have a whole catering menu. You can email me. Here's the plug. It's just Carter.Nacke, N-A-C-K-E. My last name is horrible and awful, but whatever. At fourpeaks.com, I can send it over to you. Yeah, when we did that, prior to COVID, we were doing everything from, small office get-togethers to full weddings to, sorry, that burp was pumpkin porter related, to just big graduation parties. So my main job prior to COVID was running our event space over at the Wilson Tap Room, which currently is not open to the public and probably won't be for a few more months, because that's our main brewing facility. And they were very, very strict about access, which totally makes sense. You can't lose the main brewing facility. So kind of the way it works is a vast majority of stuff that we have and we brew is going to be over at Wilson, is what we call it. It's a mile and a half away from the original Four Peaks. That's the stuff you buy at Fry's. You might see it at some bars, stuff like that. But a lot of the stuff you brew or you drink at 8th Street, we brew in-house at 8th Street. So yeah, we do catering. We have a whole menu with some really good options. I know you were asking about nachos and chicken tenders, Adam. So yes, we can do that for you.
Right email right there, Carter.
Hey, dude, you're really fast.
I had it ready. I was waiting.
Oh, well, okay. Cheers. I really need to get another beer, but yeah, no. So yeah, if you're interested in that, hit us up. We're definitely happy to talk to you about it and stuff. And if worst comes to worst, if you're not doing a full catering order, we the whole fourpeaksgrub.com link you had up there. We offer a bunch of stuff to go. You can just, grab a bunch of food, hang out at your house. We have some family packages that were really popular at the start of COVID that have kind of started to trail off, and I don't get it. You can grab a whole bunch of enchiladas and literally throw them in the oven, have a beer, and they're done.
Now, I can tell you, Carter, what happened was the families were all stuck together for so long that they kind of dissolved. It's not you guys, it's the families themselves. We can't do this anymore. We're eating separately.
I can't be around you.
Everyone's reassessing. Real quick, I want to pull something up. Keith Anchor, thank you for joining us. Says salute from Seattle. And speaking of Seattle, I know Four Peaks has, over the last few years since their acquisition, expanded their distribution. Are they in Washington State yet? Because I'm sure Keith would like to know.
Keith, I'm sorry, man. We're not up there quite yet. So you can get Four Peaks beer primarily around Arizona. So, think California, Nevada, Colorado, Utah, New Mexico. I know we were making small inroads. Huh?
Texas too, right? I think I heard somebody saying Texas they found some. Yeah. Yeah,
you can find some in Texas. We were in New York for a little bit, but I think they might have rolled that back. And we actually were in Hawaii for a little while. And I think that had something more to do with one of the sales guys really wanted to go to Hawaii. But so I'm not sure if we're still out there, but the best way to find our beer, fourpeaks.com, you can use the beer finder. It should tell you any liquor stores or grocery stores nearby that are carrying our products. It's pretty solid though. We try to be around as best we can, but hopefully, we can roll out. And I actually talked to the brewers a few months ago about why we weren't everywhere. Because obviously Four Peaks is owned by Anheuser-Busch. It's one of the largest brewing conglomerates in the world. And they're like, well, we could be in all 50 states. No problem. But we want to make sure when we roll out to a state, we do it right. So we don't just ship our beer to a store and go, okay, cool, deal with it, put it on your racks, whatever. We actually send either brewers or head salespeople, or typically both, and they'll go and talk to people in that state about what Four Peaks beer is, why it's good, why you should talk about it and sell it, and most importantly, drink it. So pretty cool.
Question for you.
Go ahead.
Of all the markets that or the states that you're in right now, outside of Arizona, what's the one that has been like where you guys have been the most popular? I'm curious to know.
California, for sure. Especially Southern California. We see a lot of love for Four Peaks out there. And I think that's because there's a lot of, at least my theory, I have no proof of it, but there's just obviously a lot of cross traffic between Southern California and Arizona. So you pop out here, have some beers. Oh, cool. I can find it at my grocery store or bar out in Southern Cali. So that's kind of my thought on it, at least.
Nice. And that's a good market to be in as well. Carter, before we let you go, is there anything you wanted to plug or anything we didn't ask you that you want people to know about, whether it's for Thanksgiving week or even just the rest of the year? Like, what do our viewers need to know?
Gotcha. The old open-ended journalism question. Well, obviously, I've pitched, there's a great beer sale going on right now. Stock up for Thanksgiving. Cousin Eddie's Ale, or Holiday Ale, is coming out. It's on tap. It'll be in bottles soon. If you do choose to come to Four Peaks, obviously try the mainstays. If you never had Kilt Lifter, have Kilt Lifter. 8th Street's my personal favorite beer of all time. Have some of that. But also ask what seasonals and what special offerings we have. We have a whole Sabco brewing system that we let brewers brew one batch of beer on it. And sorry, my dogs are losing their mind here. Hang on really quick.
You said the B word, beer. The dog's got it.
Exactly. And my wife is all over it. So yeah, just next time you're at a Four Peaks or you're checking out online, see what kind of cool special stuff that we have. Because again, we're letting brewers experiment and they're coming up with some really cool stuff. Some of it's a little hit or miss, I'll admit, but most of it's it's stuff you would like, wait, why would that be good? And that's basically how Cousin Eddie's Holiday Ale got born. They're like, this is perfect. So now it's that. So
I like it.
Carter, before you leave us, I'd love to have you back on the show. I'm sure the rest of us feel the same way, but maybe next time we'll do it when there's a new release or something and we can all taste it together.
Definitely. Yeah. And actually it helps that one of the main sales guys lives, I think, a quarter of a mile from me. So I could bring him over too. We can get everybody in on it. But yeah, definitely. So the biggest release, I should totally have said this. Are you guys into barrel aged beers? I'm assuming. They're amazing. Okay, sweet. Yeah. Sirius Black, the biggest barrel aged beer that we do, comes out on Friday.
Okay.
So we're going to have a big sale with merch and the beers and Sirius Black. And just so if you need something, this is definitely the weekend to head over to the brewery or jump on fourpeaksgrub.com if you want to be safer and feel a little more protected and stuff like that. We totally get it. And hit us up and grab what you need. Yep, right there.
Link's right there. Four Peaks Grub.
This one.
Carnacki.
That's me.
That's the link.
Yeah, definitely, guys. Would love to be on again. This is a good time.
Thank you so much for being here.
Just real quick, we have to acknowledge in the room. Has Sam Elliott officially acknowledged you as his spiritual mustache successor?
No. But I'm not
Sam
going to lie.
Elliott, if you're watching.
This is inspired by Tombstone. I was watching Tombstone. I was shaving it. I'm like, I'm going to leave this. And then Thanksgiving, oh yeah, going just like this over to my mom's house, and she's going to hate every second of it.
It's the best way to enjoy the pie twice, though. You gotta rock it with the mustache.
Oh yeah, of course. You have to. It's the rule on Thanksgiving, I think.
All right.
One sip left to toast you with as you leave us. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to go grab another one out of the fridge as soon as I'm gone.
Cheers. Everybody else, hang tight. We're not done with you yet. Cheers, Carter. Take care. That was a lot of fun, but now I'm going to need a pumpkin porter cheesecake. I didn't know I needed one, and now I know I need a pumpkin porter cheesecake.
It sounds so good. It looks really good. They have this is my favorite time for Four Peaks because they do Sirius Black comes out, and I love the barrel aged beers.
Oh,
They've
yeah.
had the very Sirius Lifter, which is like the Sirius Kilt Lifter hybrid, which is just a super boozy Kilt Lifter, and the churro beer that I asked them about. This is it's always they make good beers year round, but for me and what I really love are the seasonal ones that come out about this time of year.
They've got a lot of good stuff. I had the regular pumpkin porter, and I thought it got a little bit sweeter. So I'm excited to try the double because I'm hoping it's, cuts kind of that sweetness down, and maybe it's got the more boozy feel to it.
It does.
Good.
Can we talk about how a 64-ounce growler with the glass for the double pumpkin porter is $10? It's insane.
Well, for those of you joining us who have seen the show on Sundays, we do like to transition to a little bit of foosball. Yes, the game of the Americans with the ball and the foos.
Indeed.
Yeah, but we're going to stop doing predictions on the games, right? Because
No, because I keep winning. So absolutely not. Yeah, no. If anyone was looking for an NFL oracle, it was the guy who knows jack shit about football. Like, don't trust this guy. He worked at a sports radio station.
Go roll the tape from last week when I'm like, I'm going to pick the Ravens because the Patriots are bad, but because I picked the Ravens, the Patriots are going to win. And the Patriots,
Right?
Just saying. Well, let's start with how did your fantasy football team do today? How did it go for you guys?
I finally am having a good week after like 3 weeks of stupid bullshit bad luck. So I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling fine. It'll barely break me back to even, but whatever. I'm terrible at fantasy.
My fantasy teams are doing about as well as Joe Burrow's left knee is doing right now.
Dude, man.
He's my starter in my money league that I'm in first place in, so that maybe sets me back for the remainder of the season a little bit.
I had an emotional roller coaster because I went from being like 73% projected to win, since Yahoo likes to do those stats, to like 48 to 52, and I was the 48. And now I'm up at 81 because Devontae Adams did his job today, as he always does. And then I decided to play Pittman Jr. because I needed to fill in a wide receiver slot, and I put him in my flex. And
vision.
Well, so
yeah, I'm probably like my big league that I was tied for first in, or I think I'm maybe a game back up first because last week I lost both games in my leagues, but I combined like 3.8 points. It was awful. But I'm cruising. I'm crushing the dude in my big money league. And then my other league, I'm projected to win, but not by much. So there's still, TBD there.
Are you the one on the left?
Yeah, I'm the 94% projected to win. Unless Fournette has like the best game from 4 years ago, it's not happening for my competition this week.
Oh, yeah, I got a 99% probability here.
Nice. Yeah, Cousins and Matt Gordon got the job done for me this week for sure.
Not Matt Gordon.
I mean, Melvin Gordon. Gordon. Sorry.
How dare you speak incorrectly in front of these sports people? They sports so hard.
Remember,
it's daunting. You know what? Try if you are not a super beer nerd and somebody goes, "How does it taste?" and they are like us geek level of beer, you probably feel really intimidated. That's how I feel talking about any facet of sports, especially with these two. Yeah, because I'm just like, I'm going to say something dumb, and I don't even know how to not say the dumb thing.
The best is when you don't actually know their names. You know their first initial and last name. And you do just like, well, I don't know about them for anything else. I have players like this. I'm like, I don't know their name. Like, I guess.
That's why I pick players with really unique names like Mostert and Eifert, like great names that no one else has. There's not 6 of them. Like there's a lot of guys with the last name Adam.
Eifert, first name is Tyler. That's fairly common.
I meant last names because you see last names on rosters.
Yeah, okay.
That's why Yusuf played B Smooth for the last 6 weeks.
He was great. Killed it.
Yusuf still has TJ Hushmanzada in a keeper league just in case he plays again, for his name.
John Elway's been killing it, so just saying.
Yeah, the Sunday night game is Chiefs Raiders. That's a good one, by the way.
True. It is. And we are at that point where I believe the kickoff is just a few minutes away. So since Adam likes to call me a cheater because I put it up right when the kickoff happens, I'm going to make this happen early. Take your pick, gents.
So you're going first this time, so you can't be influenced by the gang running a train on the wrong team.
No, I'm not going first. That's how the Oracle plays.
That's how you win.
That's how the Oracle plays the game. That's how I win. You guys can make educated guesses, and then I will always go against that. That's it.
That's not how I win. It's how you guys lose.
I'll take the Chiefs. I know the Raiders beat the Chiefs earlier in the season, but I'll take the Chiefs. Yusuf, congratulations on your win with the Raiders.
I was gonna go Raiders, and now we messed it up. So I should go Chiefs.
We didn't.
I'm
We
taking
didn't.
Chiefs.
I'm gonna take the Chiefs.
Ooh, okay. I really was going Raiders. So
The last time Adam Green and I picked the same team, we lost. So this is our redemption.
In fairness, most of the time I've lost.
Well, there's that. So I'm adding some good juju to this for you. Good juju. Just throwing it in there, sprinkling it on. I'll take
Did you call it a good juju?
Yeah, if there's a good juju, he should be doing the good juju, I suppose. But juju, like,
There is a good Juju. He plays for Pittsburgh.
G Juju. Yeah.
no, it's just juju, Schuster.
Well, he's good.
Brett Barry, what do you got? What are you taking?
It's Chiefs. Definitely Chiefs.
All right. Well, then this is the one where Adam Ledford is on his own. We have changed the dynamic. This might screw up the rest of the season for us making these predictions on Sundays. I have left Adam Ledford on his own over here.
Sorry, we ruined football, everybody. It was good while it lasted. We the 4 horsemen of the COVID apocalypse have ruined everything now.
I want to, as we come to a close of the show, because kickoff is coming soon, I want to ask a question before Thanksgiving happens. I know most of us are Epicureans, as pompous as that word sounds, and enjoy a good meal and a good drink. But what dish are you most looking forward to eating, whether it's something that is like traditionally made at your home or what you do for Thanksgiving? What is it that you're most looking forward to making or eating this week?
Mashed potatoes. I love the mashed potatoes. I do.
Bold choice, Cotton.
I mean, I'm a sucker for stuffing with sausage in it.
Ooh.
Basically, anything that has good sausage in it, but Thanksgiving stuffing that's got a good sausage in it is tough to beat in my book.
Unfortunately, we can't make any jokes about what he just said at all.
I tried really hard. I was racking my brain and I could not do it.
Yeah.
I could have said turducken, and you guys could have tried to come up with a dirty limerick based on that.
Time and place, sir.
So last year, for the first time, we just went with 2 turkey breasts instead of doing the whole bird, because it was kind of a scaled down Thanksgiving last year. And I did a bacon blanket and had it. It's just like, the old technique of using the caul, except for bacon. And just smoking that breast was transformative. Like, I always used to fry turkey year over year, and now I think the smoker's going to win again. Like, it was so good. So good.
Tell me more about the bacon blanket, because I've been sleeping under a regular blanket, and a bacon blanket sounds a lot better.
Is a bacon blanket just an entire pork belly? Like the whole pork belly? Is that all that is?
I don't know if there's any way I can upload a picture fast enough, but I can at least screen a picture for you guys. But this, if somebody wants to main screen me, that was the herbed bird, and then we did the bacon weave blanket. And honestly, did I freeze? Oh God, did I freeze?
Didn't. No, we saw it. It was actually the perfect time to freeze.
That was good.
It's the perfect time.
Okay.
It's just all I thought of, because I don't like bacon, obviously, is that when I saw that cross-stitched bacon, all I was thinking about was Tamara Stanger's delicious pies. And when she was showing everyone how to cross the dough on the top of that apple pie, and now I want pie.
I would like to make Tamara Stanger's pies more of our Thanksgiving tradition. It's just the logistics are a little rough on that. Man, Sam Fraser came down. Thanks to Sam for bringing a bunch of beer. I wish that we had coordinated a pie delivery as well. Damn it.
Pie delivery would have been good.
Missed opportunity, you guys.
Well, I'm hoping, and fingers crossed for me, I'm hoping some lamb happens. If my mother is feeling up to it, we usually do some lamb for Thanksgiving. And we still do some turkey, but at least a leg of lamb. And damn it, some rosemary on that, some garlic, some shallots. It's just so good.
Mm.
So that's
this was just in our comp, like we had this in our banners already. Just it's a little bit late, but
We did that though.
yeah, it was there.
But I put it on the screen when we did it.
I know, but I just found it.
Oh man! All right. By the way, I saw a funny comment, and I know that somebody said you finally cut your hair, Adam. Yes, we've talked about this. Watch the show; he looks great. Look at him. Look at him, Adam.
In fairness, I did not cut my own hair. Otherwise, well, I probably would have decapitated myself. Actually, I would have.
You
So I paid someone to do this. She did a great job. So yeah, thank you for noticing.
If Adam had cut his own
Also,
hair,
man,
he would have had artificial racing stripes.
Ledford, you were going to say something?
if we got a comment from Alejandro, that means, hey, congratulations for being unbanned from whatever dumb you did last week. And now you're not banned anymore. So good job, buddy.
You're not banned from Facebook this week, and we're so proud of you. Well, gentlemen, I'm going to go put the football game on, and then Adam and I will be rooting on our team. Well,
Brett's with us too.
Well, that's right. I'm sorry. For some reason, I thought Brett was thinking about changing his pick to like.
Nope, that can't do it.
All right, Solo Ledford taking.
What is happening there? That looked weird.
That's a sad man.
Oh, sad hat. It was sad hat. I was trying to do sad hat.
Sad hat, indeed. All right,
Brett's like backwards arm.
last sip. Cheers, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us. Let's go watch some football.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving. Keep an eye out. I think we've got something special planned for you guys this week.
Ooh.
It's gonna be fun.